we go. So now we have that. The question is, will they lure? Will it blend? The answer is only one way to find out. Now, the risk here is that they will blow me up, since they've done that every other time, no matter what, anyway. It's not much of a risk. I seem to have misplaced some of my creepers, at least some of the most available. It's going to be a bit of a circuitous route to get these guys to come join me in my trap testing. Hey, you giant frowny face. Hey buddy, go for a walk. We'll have a conversation. Some wine and Chablis. Chablis needs wine. Come on, hop up. Your pursuit is supposed to be relentless. Start making it relentless, or more relentlessly. Alright, so now we have them. In the hole, buddy. Can we get you to drop there? Doesn't seem inclined. Come on, there we go. So now he's fallen. He can't get up. Fortunately, he hasn't fallen far enough to die. However, that's okay. We gonna play game. I have made a bucket. Now, the bucket is my salvation. Because if I'm not mistaken, I can use this bucket to make more water. We are going to turn our trap into a drowning trap. If we go into my house, we will find that further down this corridor we have glass. Glassy. And through that glass we can see our friend the creeper being a creep. Let's see if we can't brighten his day. Hey buddy. Oh. Oh. Somehow he's allowed to swim. That's fine. It just means I gotta get a little hole in the wall there so he can't get through. Current. Traps are good. The trap coming out down there means that it will drag its treasures to me and I can collect them. Now this is by no means a certified trap, but I don't think it was ever meant to be. Oh, I don't get the glass back after it breaks. Fortunately, I have more glass, so we have to crack that and that. And then we can see if we can make that a drowning trap a bit more drowny. Let's try with cobblestone. Maybe? No, can't place cobblestone? I don't want to place gravel. Okay, so we have a water redirection going on here. The current's going to push them in under there. I think I need to break that stone out and put glass there. There's something about glass, its properties, like make it push down or something like that under current. I don't know. However, what we're going to do, just to make things interesting, so I can watch things as I'm torturing my insects. I'll put some torches up there. Pop those doors open. We'll see how this goes, shall we? So it has become nighttime. Yay, nighttime! I'm gonna let it be nighttime a bit longer before I go and do anything rash. But I seem to have inadvertently found coal while producing my trap. So what I think I'm gonna have to do is make myself a new pick and use it to go mine that coal. And by the time that's done, something. Yeah. I need to get a better organizational system for my boxes of stuff on the floor. Barbarian uses annexes, where he just sort of like builds entire rooms dedicated to one thing. I think that's probably the most sensible way of doing it. Sensible and I have never really seen eye to eye, so we'll see how that goes. But we'll give it a shot. Who knows? Someday, when I have a base worth annexing. I'm gonna have to start doing cool things like indoor tree farms too. I'm fairly sure you need a little bit more resource than I have before you can really get into that kind of thing, but that's just a matter of digging in the dirt. I'm really good at that. I've been doing that for the whole crappy season so far. Now you're into season 2, so now I have to get all professional and do stuff that's interesting. That or I can continue to emulate every creeper on the internet who's ever made a video and assume that I am so important that no one else has ever struck upon making videos the kind of things that I have. So I don't think I have that much of an ego. So gotta do something interesting. Or else I'll start boring myself. That's worse than boring you, because then I'm playing a game that I'm bored with. That's no good. I try not to bore myself. It leads to poor decision making, which is, you know, hey, it's not that expensive to buy a month of World of Warcraft, and that's just a downhill slope. Everybody who's ever played World of Warcraft knows that you never just buy a month. You get back into WoW, because I'm fairly sure people are born playing WoW these days, and then a few months go by and you realize that you only really intended to sign in and check your mail, and you haven't slept since you reactivated your account. And you may recall I just said a few months go by. Not a good plan. Now, granted, there's some people out there who can handle it. They're not as prone to becoming addicted to World of Warcraft as maybe perhaps I am, or maybe perhaps some of you are, but there's also some people out there who can handle doing cocaine on a regular basis. That doesn't necessarily mean you should. But yeah. And this coal is just creeping up the wall. I think it wants me to build an ascending stairway here. This might have to be one of my treasure vault annexes, just out of the sheer aspect that I've dug out a hole in the space big enough to put boxes in. It'll be my dedicated cobblestone annex. I intend to collect a lot of cobblestone. It lets me build things. I actually frequently run out of things that I never expected to run out of. In one of my Season 1 escapades, I undertook to fill in giant boiling lakes of lava, and did, in the long run. The downside being, of course, that I sat there dropping gravel into lava for several hours. Didn't make for a very good video. Anyhow, I think that's probably enough time to let the creepers gather for the night, so let's go see what kind of trapped fish we have. Yeah? Yeah. Alright. So, door. Stairs. Oh, hey, buddy. You're looking a bit warm. Lots of feathers from those zombies, which is good, because feathers make for, whatchamacallits, bows and arrows. Yeah, arrows are good. Arrows let me shoot this guy in the back, as opposed to standard procedure of forcing him to follow me into my pit trap. This guy, be victim number 1. We just gotta get into the trap. It's just a matter of time. Blowing up my pit trap. I suppose that's the trouble with the creepers. Can't rely on them to play nice. Fortunately, they're still in a box. And as such, there's every possibility that I can knock them into the hole. Who am I kidding? There is no possibility. Should have dug my trap deeper. Oh, nope. So, given that I do not have that option, blow myself up inadvertently and sort of add some depth and character to my trap in the middle of nowhere. I think we're running into the egregious concern that I've lost a hole into the middle of nowhere. That these guys just sort of wind their way around my trap. I'm going to need to cross-section things a little bit more. So, in an effort to perfect this, I will get back to you later. So, not quitting my day job, since the trap is sort of a full-time experience. It's night again, but I've not been idle. One of the things about chests is that if you make a chest, like so, and you put blocks on top of it, like so, you can't open it. This is because somebody, not naming names, somebody decided that it didn't make sense that there was something on top of a box preventing it from opening, and you can still use it. However, some of you Let's Players out there, and some of you who are just watching me make a spectacle of myself, some of you may have come to the conclusion that reseating boxes into surfaces such as the ground and the walls is much more aesthetically pleasing and keeps them out of the way. I discovered that if you put stairs facing outwards on top of a box, you get the cobblestone veneer that you're going for, and you can still use it. So, I wouldn't say it's a hack so much as creative use of in-game physics. I'll leave that backspace there in case I put more chests up on the wall. But yeah, lets me make a cool little wall recession that functions as opposed to just looks good. So I can hear them getting all antsy upstairs. I'm going to give in and go for an adventure and see what they have in store for me.